Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Welcome to another edition of the Bellisario Sonic YouTube channel. Today, a fun topic. Is jazz alive? Is it dead? Will it continue? That's the big question being asked across the internet. And rightfully so, because it's a lot of, it's a kind of a complicated question. You don't have as many clubs as you used to have, jazz clubs, and it's harder to find, especially traditional jazz, straight ahead jazz. But at the same time, there's a lot of new things being released that are really good. So it's kind of more of a complicated question than just yes or no. However, I wanted to talk a little bit about this film that we've just released. So we just put this out locally here in Birmingham. It's a jazz documentary, professionally made. I directed it, and some friends of mine who are also in the television business, we filmed it and produced it. It's professionally done. We did it free, without raising any money. We all put 2 years worth of work into making this film on Jose Carr, who is a Alabama Jazz Hall of Fame trumpet player. And it's his story, but it's also set in the context of the history of Birmingham jazz, and also looking at the future guard that's coming up that's learning to play jazz at his jam sessions. Now, Jose is more of a straight ahead guy. He likes the bebop stuff, which I do too. I'm a big bebop fan. But I like a lot of the new stuff that's coming out. And so this film here is not a woe is me film. It does look at the problem of the traditional jazz scene kind of dying, because you don't have as many clubs out there that have straight ahead jazz as you used to, unless you go to the bigger cities. In Birmingham, we're really lucky to have the Jose's Jam Session with a lot of young people that show up every Tuesday night to play, and they're really good, and they're carrying on this tradition. So Jose's doing his job, and that's really what this film is meant to do, is to inspire you, the listener, you, the musician, and hopefully club owners out there to give jazz a chance to open up some nights for jazz musicians to come out and play. So that's kind of what this film is about. And so right now we've only distributed it here locally. We've sold it at True Store. We had a private screening there. Everybody really liked it. I think it's very inspirational, but we're looking to get it out to a wider audience. So my email is below. Please email me if you or anyone that could help us get this out to a wider audience. We really appreciate that. A lot of work and time went into this, and we just are looking to help also preserve jazz and get people excited and keep people excited about it, because there is a lot of cool new stuff coming out that I think is worthy as well. And so anyways, I just wanted to talk about that briefly. So just take a look at the description below for more information on that and for a movie trailer on this, and you can check it out. And if you also want a link to it, I can send you a link with a password, and you can view the documentary as well if you're interested in helping us promote it. So now, what about some new releases? We're going to be reviewing this, Greg and I, on the Jazz Nerds episode. This is a really cool album, brand new Blue Note by Walter Smith, mostly all of his own compositions. Yeah, a guy here that's helped keeping jazz alive. You've got this. We did this review on Kendrick Scott's new Blue Note release. I purchased these records to review them. And so these are not reviews that are bought and paid for by the record company or anything. I purchase them, and Greg and I review them, give our opinion on them. So a great record there. We reviewed the Tineke Postma record, Aria, which is a nice avant-garde record. I really enjoyed it. You've got this new one that we haven't reviewed yet here, by Tim Garland, another Edition Records release. They're really doing a lot of cool stuff out of the UK. And you've got this Sun Mi Hong that's a Edition Records release that's really cool, and all original compositions, a great drummer, and all young artists. So a lot to be excited about. Some other stuff that's come out. This Rodney Whitaker CD is really good. He actually he's part of the Lincoln Center. I think he does education there, but he came down here and played at Jose's Jam Session not long ago, about a year ago or so. And this is his newer release. This is really good. So you've got, guys like him that have been around for a while also putting out new stuff. This Tashawn Sori Trio, this is a really 2 CD set that's really good new jazz. And these Alex Sipiagin, he's a trumpet player. These releases are really good. A lot of his own compositions. I mean, this is really good good jazz, a great trumpet player. So jazz is alive. The question is, can we get it in more places? Can we get more jazz clubs where people can go out and listen to live jazz? Because after all, as much as we love listening to jazz recordings, you know, like these, it's important to be able to go out and see live jazz. And so we're fortunate to have that here in Birmingham, and we want to inspire that to spread to other places that may not have jazz, may not have a jazz club or a jazz night or a jazz jam. And so that's all I got. This is just a really brief video to kind of inspire you if you're into jazz. And then hopefully, again, we're just looking to try to get this a wider distribution on this, and we're trying to figure out the best way to go about that. So if you can help us with that, we would really appreciate it. All right, take care and keep the spirit of jazz alive. We'll talk to you later.